if you get to that point where you're like, man, I really want to have a cheat, or it's 5 p.m. and I've had a long day at work and I didn't do my workout this morning and I already feel like a failure because I didn't wake up at the time I told myself I was going to, and you need that extra support, go into the group and say, somebody please help. Like, just hold me accountable. And you would be so surprised, even if only one person out of 70, whatever we have in the group, tells you, hey, just do it. You know what? I had a hard time getting mine done today too, but I'm so glad I did it. You would be so surprised at how much that just gives you that extra little push to do it. And then you'll be there for that person the next time that they feel the same way, that they need that extra motivation and help.
So I do think I want to change the live workout format. We will have a start time of, I think we've said collectively 5:30, but likely a lot of us will get on at 5. I know Becca Winkler needs to be on at 5. So my plan is to pin the Zoom link at the top of the page. And then just whenever you work out, open up Zoom. Maybe somebody's there, maybe they're not. But then there's always a place for us to not feel alone in our workout, because you're going to get to that place with surrenders. The first move of the first workout on 21 Day Fix is the hardest move in the entire program. I'm going to tell you right up front. Autumn says it. It's 100% true. I think it's harder than everything you do in 21 Day Fix Extreme. When you get to 21 Day Fix Extreme, Pilates day is so frustrating, and you think, oh, it's Pilates, and you get there. It's always nice to have somebody to look over and be like, are you tangled up in your bands? And look over and be like, she is fighting the damn band too. So I think that would give us the opportunity for everybody, even if you just post in the group and say, hey, I'm about to work out, I'm hopping on Zoom. Maybe that's the push somebody else needs. So I think we've had a prep week to ask all the questions, and that we can comment and ask questions going forward. Do you guys think that would be something you would be interested in?
That's a really great idea. I never thought to use the same Zoom link, because anybody can log into it. You just
yeah, however you magical unicorn set it up, I cannot figure out how you did it. The host doesn't need to be there. Anyone can start the meeting. You can actually stop in the meeting, and anybody can go back into the meeting. We need to look at the setup of that. But it works. And you can log in anytime, even if start time's 5 a.m.
That way we don't have to have like multiple Zoom links flying around. People just know where to go. That's genius. I love it.
Yeah. So that's what I did in Dynamic Obsession today, Kelly. When I posted the link, that's how I posted it. Like, just y'all hop on.
The link to do this is so easy. I mean, it's literally just one click. And for me not having any clue how to do it, this couldn't be easier. So
good.
That's great.
And it's not like Skype. Skype, you like have to tell them your firstborn, and it drops in and out, and you can't find the damn mute button. We do our staff meetings on Skype, and I literally told them on Thursday, next month, we're doing it on my friend's Zoom account. I can't do this again. They were like, calm down, Franklin. You can't screen share. Skype is terrible. Anyhow, yeah, we love Zoom too. It's super convenient. You touch it and it opens.
Is it if I ask a question at this point, kind of unrelated, but related?
Yeah, girl.
So being new to all of this, as like, you know, because I'm really excited to be a coach, but as I told Kelly before, I've done different Beachbody things in the past. So where I live, everyone has kind of left the Beachbody wagon and headed towards keto and things like that. So I found myself like nervous to share my journey on social media, because I've already had 2 coaches be like, oh, the whole time I did Beachbody and you wouldn't join, or, you know, you were kind of like behind the scenes, and now that we're gone, you're doing it. Like, are you sure this is such a good idea?
Ellie, come here.
How do I respond to this, like, to the negative? Because there are people that I have friends, but like I told Kelly before, like I never really clicked with a coach.
Come here.
And
Ellie's got it.
The hate is gonna hate. It's gonna take. Take it off.
You know what?
That's what you're gonna imagine.
That's a really good question and a very valid concern because we've all been there. And I think that really my answer is very simple, is just you've got to stay in your lane and what works for you. And, you know, we've seen Beachbody coaches come and go on our own team. You know, it's all about timing, what feels right for you, what's right in the energy.
Yeah, I really feel like that's totally true. Like, especially just even for me, it was all about timing and what felt right. And at the time, it just didn't feel right. So that, you know, and it's annoying.
And I'm not there to knock anybody that's doing anything else, but I think sometimes people chase other things because they're not being honest with themselves and actually following one thing to a T. Now, there's people that do keto or do whatever for health reasons, or maybe that's really all that works for them, but sometimes people hop different. I mean, I was a hopper. I was like, oh, this isn't working fast enough. I don't want to put in the hard work. I don't want to stop eating McDonald's. Let me do this. Hey, girl, you just have to believe it in yourself, you know, believe that this works for you, believe in this team, believe in these people. And it doesn't feel good when people it doesn't feel good. It's not going to feel good.
I guess because I would never do that to someone else. Like, I always kind of think like, you do you. Like, I'm not going to message someone and be like, are you sure that's a good idea? Like, I would never dream to do that.
Yeah.
You know, to have like tacky people do that, I'm like, oh, you know.
My response to them
Affect you a little bit, you know.
It does. Yeah.
My response to them would be like, thank you for your concern, but I'm really excited and pumped with what I'm doing right now. I hope you are too with what you're doing. And I'll tell you, I mean, at the core of what we represent as a team and what Beachbody represents is daily nutrition. It's the right foods you're supposed to be eating. It's balanced nutrition, like we learned in school with this food pyramid, and it's all of you know, it gives you the equal amount of macros you're supposed to have without having to think about it and calculate it out. It's daily workouts that are healthy to do. They're not going to kill you. I don't know about you guys, but when I watch a CrossFit video, I cringe at my joints. Like, I can't imagine what that's doing to them.
Can y'all see me lifting a tractor tire?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
With
I'm
my
like,
lashes
oh.
on and my spray tan.
But so my point is, we are not going away, because at the core of what we represent is your nutrition and your workouts. And that is never going to change, because what we represent is what you should be doing for the long term. It's not a quick fix. I know it's called 21-day fix, and some haters have said, I don't want a quick fix. I don't need a quick fix. This is just a quick fix. No, it's a jump start to get started on your nutrition. And beyond that, I'm sorry, but 2 weeks postpartum, when I could barely do some of the moves, compared to now when I've increased my weight and I'm doing more, I'm going faster, it's still tough for me. And I don't do 21-day fix because I want to lose 10 pounds in 21 days. I do it because sometimes I get off track a little bit and I need to remind myself of my portion sizes again and get back in that mindset. I don't look at it as, oh, I'm going to do these 21 days and I'm going to lose 10 pounds and it's going to be amazing. No, I might only lose 2 or 3 pounds, but it's the mindset of getting back into that daily workout, focused nutrition, balanced nutrition, right portion sizes. And that's never going away. I think that when you look at some of these other companies that are out there that are your competitor companies, what is good, especially as whether you're a new customer in this challenge group or you're a new coach in this challenge group, is do some research on it. Be able to arm yourself with why that is a good option compared to what you have or why it's not. Because some of that stuff, like if you do some research and digging into the keto diet, like Kelly said, for some people, medically diagnosis speaking, that is what they need to do.
Right.
But for most of America, most people, that's only a short-term solution. And as soon as those people come off ketos and stop taking pills, which I'm sorry, that's, unless you have a true medical reason for taking a pill, you probably shouldn't be taking a pill.
Yeah, when the physicians monitor it, we actually even do keto inpatient. Hold on, you need to be quiet for just a second. When our weight loss doctor at work does keto, when those patients come in the hospital, they're not on any pills. We just monitor their electrolytes. So people that are taking pills to get in ketosis, or drinking drinks.
Yeah, what do you really
in that, right? And so I sort of take a different tact with other people's stuff, and I've actually had my most two recent coaches have really never committed to the nutrition part. One of them really loved keto, and it made her lose weight. And I just kept messaging her and saying, how's your journey going? How's your journey going? How's your journey going? And she was like, great, I've lost X number of pounds. And I'm like, well, how are your workouts going? And that's like, I have somebody who just bought a challenge pack that's been a Daily Burn customer. It's so easy, it streams. I'm like, okay, well, are you getting the results you want? That is our cousin Laura, and she just doesn't have her video on. She's Samuel, you know, the guy whose music we listen to on Instagram. That's her son. Isn't that crazy? Anyhow, I don't, like, there's very few other places you can get the total package, right? Like, I had weight loss success with Weight Watchers, don't get me wrong, but I didn't ever get my heart rate up, and I figured out how I could drink all of the beers and eat all of the carbs. And so I just say to them, I'm not sure there's anywhere else where you're going to get one-on-one support, group support. We'll watch you do your workout. If something hurts, we're on Zoom together. You can be like, what am I doing wrong? Why does my knee hurt? Like, there is a different level of support and accountability that a group offers that maybe that coach wasn't offering when Beachbody didn't work for you. Beachbody has changed a lot, and there's more changes coming. You guys, Beachbody On Demand is getting ready to have a VIP service where we get early access to programs, but you have to pay for the VIP access, that kind of stuff. So it's always changing, and I would tell them, yeah, thanks for your concern. You sound kind of bitter. I think I'm going to pray for you.
Yeah, we love to say the phrase bless and release, because you'll find, Ashley, that in this whole culture that we're not here to push our products on anyone. We have people that aren't daily shake drinkers, or maybe when they first started, they just wanted to be friends with us and be in our challenge group. I don't have the money, or I don't have, but then over time, they learn and trust us and see the value in it. Now they're like, this has changed my life. I can give up Starbucks, or I can give up this because this is important. So just don't even try to waste your energy to convince them, because just put your arms around them and be like, I'll support you through your journey, but I'm going to just share with you that this is really working for me. It kind of reminds me of like religion a little bit. Like, I love me some Jesus. Not everybody does. And I'm not going to shove Jesus down your throat, but I want to tell you like how great my life is because me and Jesus are homeboys. Like,
that's why I love you so much. And that was kind of what I was expecting you to say, because, you know, it's so true. So it's, you know, I still love all the posts and, you know, the Instagram of shaking the magical powder and all of that stuff. You know, I still love all that because that's their journey. And
yeah,
you know, I don't know. So,
that's it. That's exactly it. You just keep loving on people. And so that applies to whether you're a challenger or a coach, Leah, because to be honest with you, people are going to be like, what are you doing now?
yeah.
People are always trying to sell you something. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything other than I hope that I can help you and we can support you as a team to be happy and healthy for whatever that looks like for you.
or
Right?
what diet are you on? What can't you have now? How long is this? And you're
Well,
like,
I bought it for a year, so let's just go ahead and say it's not a fad. It's got 70 programs. It's not a fad. If I did them end to end, I have no idea how long that would take, but just 80-day obsession. If you just did 80-day obsession, 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, shift shopping, P90X, you get past a year. So there's way more than 365 workouts. There's like 700 and some. So you guys, I need you to support me. And I think that's what's really key, is to find those 5 people you can ask between now and when we start on Monday to say, hey, I'm going to be doing 21-day fix. It would really mean a lot to me if you checked in on me and you were one of my cheerleaders. Whoever you think is going to be your biggest barrier, that's the biggest piece of advice I can give you, is 2 things. Ask the people who you think are going to be your biggest barrier for support, and 9 times out of 10, they will be that person for you. My brother-in-law loves to make fun of me, so I ask him to do it with me. It's true. My sister's in this group. She'll probably see the recording and be like, if that ain't the damn truth, I don't know what is. And he's not doing it to be a jerk. He's doing it because he thinks it's funny, but he's deflecting from his own weight gain.
mm-hmm.
And the number 2 thing I could tell you is the only way you're going to be successful is to love yourself. You've got to look yourself in the mirror every day and say an affirmation. Like, where do you see yourself Like, sit down, close your eyes. Where do you want to be in 6 weeks? Because in 6 weeks, you could be a different person, but you have to tell yourself that. You have to affirmations are a form of prayer, in my opinion. Like, you're telling God what you need, or if you don't believe in God, you're telling the universe, you're putting that energy out there, you're saying it out loud every single day, and to set the intention for the workout. I think Autumn says that in 21 Day Fix, to say, the end of the workout, I am going to whatever. It doesn't have to be complicated. And so that would be those are really the only 2 huge pieces of advice. Get the 3, I guess. Get the crap food out of your house. You can't eat what's not there, and it's rare you're going to get in the car and go buy more.
Yeah, I love what Autumn said this morning at the end when we were cooling down, and she said, fitness doesn't have an end. She's like, if you do this program for weight loss, that's great. If that keeps you motivated, but you've got to dig deeper and find your why. And when she said, did you do this because someone in your life didn't have a good outcome, and that hit the core for me. Like, when I saw my dad at the age of 54 die suddenly of a stroke because of his poor lifestyle, I was like, I've got to get my shit together. I've got to stop ending 21 Day Fix and going to have a cheat meal. Like, I was healthy-ish. Like, I've got to get my life together, and it doesn't happen overnight. And I think that's why we love the beginnings of these programs. We love to get on these Zooms with you guys because we're human. We're human. And like Laura said, if I had pita chips in my house on the regular, I'd probably eat them. Like, let's be honest. I'm not this magical unicorn that's like, oh, I love broccoli. No, sometimes I have to force those veggies, and I just hide them in my chocolate shake because I don't really like them.
But like, I love veggies, but I would rather stick a hot poker in my eye than actually work out. Don't make me get sweaty. I don't sweat. I glisten. I just get hot. I know I sweat now because my body fat percentage got down.
And that's a good point too, is that we talk a lot about being true to your journey, because there's like 400,000 Beachbody coaches or something crazy. There's countless accounts on YouTube. There's workout classes. Like, again, I'm a ex gym rat. Like, I could not give up my class with Diane because I would go in that class and I was so in love with her because she was like in her mid 50s and was so smoking hot, and I wanted to be her so bad, and I would go to that class just so I could watch her ass. Like, I love Diane. Andrea, if you're watching that, she knows what I'm talking about. That girl was beast. And you can go to GNC, you can go wherever, but you know what? There is somebody out there, and this is why you should share your journey and all of it. There's someone out there that needs a Leah to tell them what to do, and an Ashley to tell them what to do. They don't need whatever this other person looks like that you don't connect to, whatever size or shape she would be. Like, I think I attract a lot of people that don't have their shit together because I'm very honest with the fact that I don't have my shit together. Like, I don't try to be something that I'm not. So it's scary to share your journey. And if you don't want to publicly share it yet, that's okay. That's why you have this group. If you don't want to put your sweaty selfie out there, if you don't want to talk about what you're doing, because we have a coach on our team right now that still struggles with social pressure. She still struggles with going out to eat with her boyfriend and her friends and saying no to the beer and saying no to the chicken wings. Like, that's still something she struggles because she worries about what people think of her. That's normal. That's still not going to go away. Like, I think the 3 of us could probably say that's gotten a lot better, but there's still times that we're like, okay, that's all right. I'm going to love you through this. You can judge me. That's okay. But that's why you have this group of, I think like 100 people are in here.
103. That's what I was just looking at.
Come in here and share what you're going through. If you're struggling, like if you're driving on the road, and for me, it used to be, I'd want to go through McDonald's. Like, I literally had a sponsor. I had somebody in the group that I would message and be like, I want a fish fillet and an apple pie. Can you talk? Like, it was like she would talk me off the ledge.
Yeah. I want to say something real quick, and then I got to go because I have to take my friend to the airport. But Laura, and we talked about the personal, we didn't say personal development, but we talked about the mindset change. And so if you don't have it already, it's available in so many forms. Kelly just showed you the book. I do Audible because I drive forever and ever and ever every day. So I listen to it instead of reading it. Mastering Your Inner Mean Girl, I'm actually really excited to listen to this myself. And we're going to be kind of talking about it during this journey too, because That's the other piece that you don't get with a lot of other stuff that you sign up with. We're going to help you work on your mindset. Every single one of us needs to do that. I don't care if you think you're the most confident person in the world and you kind of scoff at personal development, which is what I did. I have learned so much from it. So get the book. It's super inexpensive. I think I just paid $9 for it on Audible. And we're starting to read that as well as starting to read
Yeah,
that.
I think on Kindle Unlimited it's $9, and on Amazon Prime it's 11 something.
Yeah.
That's
So, but
like-
I'm so excited
that's
to
no-
be with you guys over the next 6 weeks. But I gotta go. I have to sign off, and I will see you guys later.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad she brought PD up because we all eye rolled at it at the beginning. Like we were like, I'm not reading.
I was trying to do it, but I was trying to do it alone.
I'm
And
not
everybody
reading.
eye rolled at me, just so you know.
And then you read them and you're like, holy crap. Like that's me. I can relate to that. That helped me. And you walk away from your 5 or 10 minutes that you can do in the morning. Like you don't have to make it something huge. Like I got so in love with sitting down after my workout, having my hot cup of coffee, my Recover, and reading my PD
You know
for
what this is?
maybe 10 minutes, even if that. And it seemed like whatever you were going through at that time, it was just what you needed to hear to get you through the day. And now we're like obsessed with positivity. It's insane. It like comes out of our ears. It's just, people are always like, how are you so happy? And I'm like, I don't know. I really just worked on my mindset and I can't help it. I'm just like, you know.
I
Bye.
also can't tell you how many people say to me, but I do my devotional in the morning. Me too,
We're
girl.
on the bus.
It's a different kind of personal development.
We're on
Right.
the bus.
Leah, do
She's
you
on
have
a
any
bus. I'm
questions?
sorry.
No, you're fine. And please ignore my facial reactions. My puppy is chewing on my wicker basket, and I'm about to beat his ass.
You're like, mom's on a Zoom. Don't make me cut you
I'm
out.
like, can you please stop making me mute so I can yell at you?
Oh my God, I love it.
Laura,
And he just
or
kind of
Leah,
looks at me like, what are you doing?
do you guys have any questions? Do you want to share your goals with us?
Yeah, my main goal is I'd really just kind of like to find my why. It's more of like I'd get in the past, I'd get on a weight loss journey, whether it was a Weight Watchers or Medi Weight Loss or whatever, and I'd go on it and like hit the ground running hard, and then a week or two in, it's like, okay, whatever, like, and I just want to be able to find the why and find like a program that, like I said, but I can stay accountable. And I really think that, especially with the Zooms, like even because I've tried to do like not really workout videos, but more of like going to the gym, and it was like, okay, well, who's gonna like be there to be like, hey, you didn't go to the gym today, or like, why didn't you go to the gym today? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm really good at half-assing a workout at the gym because I think
Right.
everyone's looking at me.
Right.
Well, I hope this is right for you, Leah. I really feel like this is good timing for you, and you're here for a reason for sure. We're so glad that you're here.
Yes, absolutely.
Miss Ashley?
I think we share the same kind of goal. I really want to stop the up and down and the start and stop and all of the same things. I told Kelly before, like I was in such great shape over the summer and I share a lot on social media. I love to do that. I love the accountability. I love the comments and the questions and all of those things. And then I hurt my back in October, 25 pounds, and I feel like people were like sitting back and waiting for that to happen. Like, oh yeah, that was whatever. So I really just want to find the lifestyle that makes this happen. And my husband bought me Beachbody on demand. So like you said, there's so many things. And my daughter is 11, so she's at this very sensitive, critical age. And I just feel like the stars aligned with meeting all of you. And I just want this to really, truly be something that I can stick to. And
Yay!
I hold myself accountable very much so. And so that's why I'm so excited to have met you guys. I've never Zoom called before. I was like so excited. I'm like, wow, I'm going to like talk to people. I don't have a lot of friends. And so
Now
I'm
you do
We'll
your
be your people.
Yeah.
That's our tagline. We're people's people.
like
But
really
with the second people, all caps.
I'm gonna
If
get
you
him on
want
a
a t-shirt, we're gonna start an Etsy shop.
yeah, for sure. Like I'm so excited about all the things. So
and Ashley is gonna make it a goal of hers to come to our next Super Saturday.
so also while we're
We
talking,
won't be there.
I want to go to Summit. Like I want that to happen.
Yeah, come to Summit. Come to
When I
Summit
got
this year. We can
It
post on the team page and find you a $145 ticket. They have until the 26th of April to transfer them. You want to go?
My new coach book had like $120 off a Summit ticket in the back of it. And I'm like, I want to do that. I want
Yeah,
to go.
do it. Go buy your ticket.
I'll message you when we get off. We have a Summit page for the Misfits, and someone just said they were gonna sell their ticket for $100.
Really?
Yeah, so I'll
I'll see you in Indy, Ashley.
Yeah, I would love it so much. Like I'm all in when I do something. So I'm just
Don't forget your spray tan and blowout on Wednesday evening.
okay.
You don't want to be the pale girl in our photos. Kelly and I bring the tan game. Like
Oh,
by that point, I'll be basically Mexican, and then I'll spray tan on top of it.
oh man, if I could just be your pasty friend, that'd be great.
That's okay.
That's Laura Ogle.
Oh,
Where'd she go? She's the redhead, and she'll be in the pictures. We have the same shade of spray tan on, and people are like, "Oh, did she tan?" And we're like,
oh gosh.
"That's
Never
us
mind. I
tan."
don't want to go to Summit.
No, it's fun.
Summit is like, I don't even have words for it. Like
The energy.
Saturday is already insane, and then you times that by like 1,000,000. It's just, I look forward to it. It's my highlight of my year every single year. I can't even wait.
The only way I'm working out for 90 minutes is that super workout with 5,000 other coaches.
Yeah.
Do it!
It's insane. It's
I would love
insane.
to. That's like my goal. Even if it's not this year, maybe next year for sure.
Well,
Like
this year would be good. You still have time to earn a free ticket, actually.
Yeah, I'll tell you how you can get a free ticket. We'll talk.
okay.
Yeah, we haven't even booked our flights or anything yet. It's totally fine.
Okay.
And I actually think Marley still has room in her room.
Oh, and I follow her on Instagram.
With us, silly.
The second room still has room in it.
Correct.
There's still room for one more person.
Mm-hmm.
So you better swoop it up, because
Okay.
if Alicia now decides to go, I'll be spooning with her on the couch or something.
Yeah, when I told Alicia that the ticket was $100, she's like, I have to talk to my husband, but I don't really care where I'll sleep. I will roll up a cot on the floor. It does not matter.
That's great.
All right, ladies, our challengers probably don't care about Summit. We are recording, so,
Oh.
or maybe they're secretly
Well,
having
y'all should come too. Just come on. You got this.
Well,
Share
I
your
already
journey.
love you, Leah. We totally got this. We're gonna rock it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I really want people to read the contract, read it out loud to yourself in the mirror, make it real to yourself if you haven't seen it. I think we call it an agreement now. Oh my God. Does it give you all the feels when you read it out loud, Ashley?
Yeah, I
you
sat here and read it before the call, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect.
Okay, so here's my favorite thing. Will you read it out loud for us? You can cry. I always cry when I do it.
Don't cry. I, Ashley Mills, commit to making a happy, healthy life of purpose my priority. I accept personal responsibility for my health, wealth, and joy. I will no longer be denied the success I deserve. I push through my fear and excuses to consistently focus on my goals. I will not make excuses or justify an unhealthy diet or lifestyle. I attain my goals by creating and sustaining new healthy habits over time. I'm empowered to change my relationship with food to one that supports the healthy, happy, purposeful lifestyle that I am worthy of.
Gives me all the feels.
I know. It gave me goosebumps too.
And for the love of God, people, take your pictures. Even if you don't ever show a soul, if you never
Show
show
them the
any,
beach bud and get your free t-shirt.
Yeah.
I found a video on my laptop yesterday of me at the beginning of my journey.
Oh.
And my daughter, and so she had my phone. My daughter must have been my 6-year-old was an infant. So she must have been like 7, and she's recording me doing 10-minute trainers, right? Which I bought off Amazon. And I turned around and looked at her and I said, don't film me. You can film me when I'm skinny. And at the time, I remember being mortified that she had me on camera, but I am so glad I have stuff like that then. I'm so glad I took those pictures when I felt so, I didn't even know who I was in those bikinis. And I looked at those photos and was like, okay, I'm taking these, but if I didn't have those now to compare to see how far my journey's come, because that scale is going to lie to you, that scale is going to mind sleep you. Like,
It's gravitational pull. It has to, like, if the moon is closer, it shifts. If your period is coming, it's different. Stop getting on the scale.
And that's another thing I really want to try to focus on is taking myself away from the scale. Not
Give it to your husband or your mom or somebody who loves you, and let them write your number down at the beginning of your program and the end of your program, and don't even look at it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And take
I
weekly
really did
pictures.
tell my best friend Leah and I are gonna be like perfect.
Yay!
I just sent Kelly a message and said, do I have to put the scale number somewhere? Do I have to do that?
And it's
Horrible.
some people though, the scale, like you're not gonna put with the scale overnight. Some people need to see that move to keep the momentum. So if you do need to weigh yourself, do it once a week. Like do it like on Friday or Saturday, so you can have like progress to see, you know, and if the number doesn't move or it goes up, just journal about it. Like write it down. Today I feel blank, but look back on your week. Was it because you weren't honest with yourself and your nutrition? Was it because you're lifting weights that you've never lifted before and your muscles are just swollen and holding on to water? Like write it down, but don't let it define you. Look at the number, write it down, and move on with your day and take those pictures. Like we've gotten in the habit of taking before and after pictures just for our own accountability every like Saturday. And even if I don't feel different, or even if like I've broken up with the scale, but it took me a long, long time. But you look at those pictures, and even if the scale hasn't moved or it's gone up or you don't feel any different in your clothes, you look at that side by side and you can see it. Like it's so crazy how you can see those subtle changes in your body, and then you're like, yeah, I'm doing the damn thing, you know?
right. And that was one of my biggest things when I like was married to the scale per se, is because I would literally like weigh myself on a Friday, and whether it was from a workout or my period or whatever it was, I'd be up like 3 pounds, and I was like, oh, screw this. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's not working.
Like, I'm going to go get me a fish fillet because whatever I'm doing is not working. So I'm going to go eat it anyway. Like,
Right.
Yeah. You guys should, if you guys feel connected, you should form a little like Facebook Messenger chat together.
Yeah.
I love to get you guys into little pods because the group is amazing.
She likes to play matchmaker. Matchmaker, make me a match.
When you find your
you clearly have the same level of commitment because you're both here. You're the 2%. We got 2 people. Well, there were 3 out of 103. You're literally the 2.5%.
I
Right.
set my alarm for this. I was like, I'm so excited.
I got to hang out with those fools.
I love it. All right, ladies. Well, you're amazing and awesome. And for those of you watching this back, I hope that we made you smile, and I hope that that contract gave you all the feels, and I hope that you're spending this weekend really committing to this process. And for those of you, I like to speak to my non-meal preppers because I feel like there's other people out there. Laura's a meal prepper. I'm not a meal prepper. If you're stressed about starting on Monday because you don't have time to like insanely sit down and make a grocery list, 2 hours tomorrow to meal prep, the bullshit out of your house. Like, but throw away all the stuff that does not serve you, and just make sure you have a handful of reds, greens, purples, blues, oranges in your house. Don't overcomplicate it. Just make it simple. Because I think sometimes we use that as an excuse, like, oh, I'm not going to start this Monday because I couldn't meal prep. Oh, I'll start next week when I have time to sit down and organize this. Just do you like to tell me to lock it and put it in your pocket?
Huh?
She comes up to me and goes, zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket. And I read too loud. Yeah, so I birthed her kid. Like, her kid came out of my body. I like how she said it was God's gift to you since we couldn't live together anymore. You had a mini me. And I was like, thank you, Lord. There you go. All right, ladies. I am so excited. I heart you guys so much.
I'll see you guys at 5:30 on Monday. Oh my God, I just got all the feels of completing another program with a tribe.
I know. I'm so excited.
Thank you guys so much for everything. I'm so excited.
You're so
Yes,
I
me
see that
too.
Shakeology cup full of water back there.
Oh, yeah, you sure do.
I peeped that. All right. I need my 85th cup of coffee. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.